Unmute! Hi, everybody. I forgot that I don't have the hotkeys set up for this particular campaign, so I had to do that manually. Hi! Welcome to an off night of Saul's Rest. We were down in Adira last weekend, and as Adira is somewhat integral to whatever the fuck is happening right now, we figured we should, maybe make sure that the player was here so that he could play her. So hi, welcome back from New York City. Hope you had fun.
New York City!
Sure did. And thank you for all of our 5 listeners or watchers for bearing with us. So thank you.
So
I have no idea how many people are watching right now. So
we vacillate between about 9 and 15 at any given point. So
hell yeah.
Baby, are you sitting in the dark?
I am sitting in the dark.
I don't know how I feel about that.
I'm a little worried about that.
I've got my Halloween lights on in the background. It's fine.
Is this like, are you trying to prepare us?
We're all gonna die.
We're gonna die. You're gonna kill us.
I mean, you saw the one picture I shared in the G chat, right?
Yes.
I sure did.
We're all gonna die.
So when last we left our intrepid band of adventurers, they were attempting the ritual that will do something to Akodaban. The belief being that something will make him defeatable.
The ritual.
But in order to do the ritual, Adira learned that she, in and of herself, does not have sufficient power to fuel the ritual, and is therefore in the process of absorbing a number of different creatures in a summoning circle inside, accessed from within Rowan Thane Tower. The arcane magical tower that Adira is currently mistress of. You did figure out that the actual summoning circle is on its own demiplane, and as a result, there appeared to have been a bit of a breach between this particular demiplane and the plane of shadows, where the ultimate foe Akodaban makes his existence and is attempting to free himself from, so that he might take over everything.
What a guy.
Defeated the various minions of Akodaban that showed up, but then the avatar of Akodaban himself appeared on the field. So Adira is rather frantically attempting to get all of the things that she can to proceed to the next stage of everything, while the rest of the party is fighting a bit of a war of attrition.
Trying not to die.
Against the avatar of Akodaban, who is proving to be most difficult. And as Leoben is noting, fuck that guy.
Fuck that guy.
Massive dick is what you're what you're saying.
Correct.
Now let its dick punch a clock, though.
It is so dick punch a clock.
I'm trying. Does it have a dick? Do dragons have a dick? This is the question.
There are. You know what?
Oh.
I have children in the house. Rule 34. That is all I'm saying.
Stop.
Well, dragons are very lizard-like, and lizards have a lot in common with birds, so they probably have a cloaca.
True. So it's cloaca punch a clock.
Can you not?
Cloaca punch a clock.
I noticed my camera started jiggling, and I'm like, fucking cat. I can't see it because it's dark, but you know. Yeah. So that's where we're at.
As a reminder, everyone other than Leoben is currently blessed.
Everyone other than Leoben is currently blessed.
And GM, I have Death Ward on me still.
Okay, good to know. I will say that this game could go very quickly, or it could take a very long time. It very much depends on...
Oh my, that's terrifying. Why would you say that to us?
It's really not for you, actually. It's for our viewers. This game could go very quickly, or this game could take a very long time. It just vastly depends on die rolls and how these guys handle the situation as it presents itself. So that being said, I think we should dive right into it.
Quick point of clarification. Kira's bless at this point is +2 or +3?
It's plus a D4.
Oh, plus a D4. Okay, sorry. Yep, you're right. That's
and
what
then you
plus
get the
is.
bonuses if you're within 10 feet of me. Because I'm
Got it.
squished.
Okay, cool.
And saves? Or
To attack rolls and attacks and saves.
Attacks and saves. Okay.
Yeah, because Leoben was blend visible when I cast it, or out of my.
I don't.
Whatever.
He was hidden and had moved away from the party.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so we had just ended. We're going to start at the top of the round, which is M and B, Leoben.
Okay. Fuck.
Right out the gate,
yes.
buddy. Well, yeah, so that's the thing. Okay. I'm still messed up, and we are all fighting that thing. And what would you say the light situation is in this area? Is it
if
fairly...
I recall correctly, I said that all the light in this area is shadowy illumination. So you can pretty much get anywhere you need to go.
Okay.
As long as it's within range of your misty or your shadow step. Hi Maeve, hi Jesse.
How tall are these like pillory looking things?
That is a good question. Which one?
Do they go all the way up to the ceiling?
There is no ceiling. It is an open night sky. They are, I believe I said 20 feet tall?
That's correct. Adira landed on top of one of them last time,
Yeah.
so I think it was 20 feet.
They are 20 feet. They're just pillars that kind of go up, and it's just big empty sky above you. So yeah, they go up about 20 feet.
All right. I'm going to shadow step up to there.
Okay.
As my bonus action, and then I am actually going to hide as my action, and then for my move, I'd like to pull a ointment out.
Okay.
As far as for my sneakiness, $25 stuff.
Okay. You have no idea if it is aware of you or not.
Yeah, that's fair.
Alrighty. Does that end your turn, sir?
That ends my turn.
Very good. After you is going to be Kira.
Yes. Kira is gonna move. Okay. Kira is gonna... This is fine. This isn't a god-awful idea at all.
I will remind the dragon is 30 feet off the ground currently.
Oh, that's useful. Okay.
And has also shadow stepped as a move in the past.
Yes,
right.
It has the capability of shadow stepping.
Okay, thank you for the reminder. Kira is a wee bit annoyed at it not being in smiting range, because that's just rude.
Yes, that's what we'll call it, rude.
That's exactly what it is. So I will use the Orbis Flamme to cast Fireball at this motherfucker.
I cast Fireball.
It is a Dex save, DC 16.
Horrifying. Dex save 16. 16, you'll say.
16, I say.
16, you'll say. Holy crap! It's got a pretty good Dex save. Yes. 29, it makes it.
Holy Jesus! What'd you roll on the die?
A number larger than 10.
Okay, well, it'll take half damage then, but 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, whoa! I dropped a die! Hang on, it's one of my traveler dice. The traveler needs to bless this. Alright. Well, thank you, traveler. That was a real good roll. Okay. It's not great.
Battery low, please.
Full damage would be 34, so half damage is
17.
That sounds right. Okay. So that is our action. We are going to move, mainly because I don't like being clustered. Did it when it breathed weapon dust before, was it a cone or was it a line?
It was a cone.
Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. No, I wouldn't do that. I would still try to... What would I do? Okay, you know where the toilet is, Bear. Please make it into the toilet if you're going to throw up.
Everybody's sick tonight.
25, 30. I think we're just being a little dramatic. We're actually sick. She has a tendency to overeat. I am going to move to there, and then well, this seems like a really bad place for me to be. It's fine. I see no way in which this can fail. And I'm gonna be right there.
Okay.
Brandish my warhammer at it and tell it to stop being a pussy and get down here so I can beat its ass.
Seems more like a Malin thing to say, but I'm here for it. The Orbis launches a burst of flame. It manages, as it's kind of flapping in the air, it manages to kind of flap back and just catch the tail end of it. You move forward and brandish your weapon. As David, if I recall, you were summoning your next creature, if I remember correctly, yes?
Yeah, the layer around this action would be the creature appearing.
So the creature appears. A large...
Oh, good!
In fact, huge-sized gold dragon appears before you all.
Oh. Now, in this world, do I recognize if gold dragons are like... does alignment have anything to do with like the color of their scales and stuff? Like it didn't past stuff in this world?
You would know that in the main, gold dragons, their words are hard. Gold dragons, their intentions generally align with maintaining order and working towards. Most frequently, they work for like the celestial planes and what have you. So good or evil, that's depends on your point of view. But they tend to align themselves with order and the celestial planes.
Adira convinces it to give up its power to her and says,
"And on your turn, you may do that."
Which is right after it.
Is it?
Yep.
Oh, you're correct. However, so it appears. I need to check something quick. All right, so it appears it. Sorry, there's a lot happening right now. Boop. There we go. It appears it sees... Yeah, okay. It appears in front of Kira, and you see it kind of glaring down at you. It's got those, like, it's huge size, so it's, you know, the size of a very large building, or a decent-sized building. Its eyeball, like the kind of just the iris of its eye is the size of an incredibly large, like, platter. And it itself is this kind of golden color with the slitted pupil as it kind of glances down at you and then glances up, and it sees the big shadowy form of a Kodoban. And it just, you see it immediately, very much like a cat. Like, it arches it back, it hisses, it rears its head back and breathes fire at it.
Oh, good.
Better than me.
Yay!
I was a little worried. Real glad it was a gold dragon and not something nastier.
And actually, it's not breathing fire. This kind of gaseous, like, it breathes out, and you're expecting fire to come out of it because gold dragon, but this kind of gas kind of moves and envelops a Kodoban, who has to do a save. As soon as I find where the fuck his sheet is. There it is. Too many tabs open, people. Too many tabs. Oh, that ain't gonna do it. Okay. So you see this miasma kind of exhaled from the gold dragon wrap itself around mostly a Kodoban's head. Like, a Kodoban is massive, and this area is, you know, it's big, but it's not huge. But you see a Kodoban, like, breathes it in. Like, you can see the miasma kind of stir and eddy around its nostrils, and you see suddenly his body kind of convulses a wee bit with some kind of effect. You don't know what. And the dragon then is going to move. Actually, he doesn't have to move. He's within attacking distance, so he's going to stay right where he's at. All right. So that is the dragon. Adira.
Adira convinces the dragon to give up its power to her. And she says, "Hello, dragon, Mr. Dragon," snaps her fingers. This is, well, to get its attention. That is a Kodoban. He is returning. Bad things will happen if he does. I need your essence in order to do this, and I will stop very bad, chaotic things from happening.
First and foremost, make an Arcana check, please.
Okay. Nat 20 on the die. 24 with the bless. It's 31.
Gold dragons tend to be very prideful creatures.
Oh, okay.
So you're recognized as you're about to do it. Snapping your fingers at it is definitely not going to work in your favor.
Well, then I don't do that. I find another way to get its attention. Oh, okay. Wonderful, powerful dragon of the gold.
With that addendum, you may go ahead and roll your persuasion. You are not at disadvantage for not having snapped your fingers at it.
That would have been just lovely for me if I... Thank you for saving my ass there. I add the D4 to this too, right?
I don't think skill checks. I think it's just saves.
Not on
skill
a skill
checks?
check, just attacks and saves.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, okay.
This is your
then never
persuasion.
mind. There was a 27 last time. I hope that still would have netted me that thing.
Still would have netted you that, yes.
Okay, great. That plus I got that 20, another 27 actually.
Okay. You see, is it kind of turning to face off against a Kodoban? It cocks its head to one side, and you hear. Do you speak Draconic? Do any of you speak Draconic?
I have to look at my language. I do. Yes.
Okay.
I do.
It kind of you see it kind of have a little bit of a. This creature deserves death, but I do not think I will be successful if I if I face it with none but these tiny mortals. I accept your bargain. And you see it kind of fade, and once again that light kind of shoots out of your face, and it gets sucked up into your essence. Your will save is an additional +1, and you get a number of temporary hit points that do stack. Normally they wouldn't.
Yep.
Where the fuck is my gold dragon? There he is. 19 additional temporary hit points.
Sweet. And
I need
that...
for you, Adira, to make a wisdom saving throw at the end of your turn.
Yes.
Plus a d4.
Yes. Where did my d4 go? I'm losing this little shit. Okay. 2 plus that. Okay, 20, 29. 31.
You feel the kind of inside your body as this energy that you have already consumed is starting to kind of effuse within you. You feel like the skittering horror start to try to surge forward. You feel the planetar that you absorbed earlier kind of push it back down. And as the gold dragon is absorbed, the planetar, like they seem to be somewhat of aware of each other as their essences are slowly kind of becoming part of you. They still have some semblance of their consciousness. And you see him greet this dragon by name. And there's a very quick exchange that you kind of don't follow because it's a weird mix of draconic and celestial. And like
literally hearing one half of a conversation.
Right, exactly. Like you understand the draconic part, but they seem to be this very quick exchange. And then you hear the dragon address you directly from inside of you. And it says, Mighty Warlock, Avatar of Pythoria. You know the ritual that needs to happen, yes?
Adira nods in her mind's eye.
Like,
so yes.
If this proceeds as is, you and your companions are doomed. Say the final line of the ritual now.
Well, player David pulls up the email that was sent to him. Adira says, "Eternal beat."
You'll have to do it on your next turn.
Oh, damn it. Okay.
Sorry. That was the end of your turn. You've already taken your various actions. So that happens at the end of your turn. Katie.
Okie dokie.
Lemon.
It's up in the air, which is going to be harder for me to get to. So I am going to use one of the hair clippies.
Oh, God.
And we're going to roll to see which of the hair clippies we get.
Aren't you a brontosaurus?
Yes.
She still has the hair clippies, though, because we had talked about it.
No, I know. I'm just trying to work out the logistics of not having opposable thumbs.
She uses her tail to flick one off her ear.
You know what? Headcanon, the head just kind of goes down, grabs the hair clippies from the back, and just pulls one off. There you go. All right. Which one did you roll?
Let me roll that now. Do. Summon aberration.
All right. You summon an aberrant spirit.
Let's see.
So that's a thing.
Yikes. Alright, so it's either a Beholderkin, Slot, or Starspawn. Should I roll that randomly too?
Yes.
Okay.
Or Starspawn? Jesus.
So it looks like this time we are getting...
This has no way to go poorly for us.
a Slod.
All right. What side? You want to pull up the slod?
I mean, hindsight being 20.
Yeah, they've got
having a magic
actual
canister
stats
all
to use
kill
in
us all is
the spell there.
pretty on point.
I was gonna say it kind of tracks.
So it's a medium creature.
Okay.
Do. And it doesn't really have any ranged abilities, unfortunately. So we're gonna have to figure out a way to get it to the dragon next turn, I guess.
Okay. I mean, you're summoning it, so you can summon it where you want it.
Oh, I'm gonna summon it like above or on top of the dragon then.
Okay. How many hit points does it have, just so I can kind of keep track?
90 hit points.
All right. Sounds good. 90. Save. Boop. All right. Go. You know what? I don't want to add anything to the initiative. It'll go on your turn, just after you. So that is your action to do that.
Okay. And then I'm going to bonus action, burn a spell slot, and heal some Brontosaurus hit points.
Okay. Sounds good.
Because, ouch.
I'm just moving you for just a second. Okay. Boop. All right. So the question is, on or above?
I mean, if I can summon it so that it's just on top of the dragon, then I'm going to do that.
Like in the 5-foot square above it? Yeah, I don't see why not. So it's going to land. I will say it is going to start falling off of it if it does not take at least one attack action to grab it. Or you can have it takes all of it. Oh fuck! Or you can have it take all of its attack actions to attack and then plummet.
Would it be a full attack action to grab onto it, or would it be one of its attacks of its?
If it has multi-attack, it would just be one attack.
All right, it's totally going to grab onto it then.
Okay.
With one of its attacks.
So go ahead and roll an athletics check, please. I would say roll with advantage because it doesn't know what just happened. So.
Okay. Athletics and that's strength. Ooh, not great on the dice. But it's got +3, so 10.
So it drops kind of flat on Okodaban's back, and Okodaban immediately just kind of reacts and rears, and he starts to slide off of the back. He does not have a grip on it, so he can take another one if he wants, or he can just attack.
Nah, I'll take another one.
Okay. Roll it again with advantage.
That's better. 16.
And he rolled a 1, so he is now on the back of the dragon.
Excellent. Then he will take his last 2 attacks and just claw the shit out of him.
It's 4 attacks. Jesus Christ.
Yup. Let's see. So... 2 spell attack. Oh, nice. Alright. So... That is a 23 to hit.
That is going to hit.
And... we'll deal... 19 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
So, the last of the 4 attacks. Ooh, another bad die roll. 15 to hit.
15 is just, he's tries to attack it, it just bounces off the heavy scales.
Alright.
Alright, and that is your slod, or is there more that he can do?
That is my slod.
Okay. Sounds like we're saying salad badly. Alright, Malin!
Also, why did I move left? Did somebody move me?
I moved you, but then moved you back.
Oh. It still appear moved. Let me reload.
Is the thing that I was fighting dead?
Yes.
Okay.
It is still on the initiative, but
Okay.
it is in fact dead.
Never mind. Just didn't load for me.
Gotcha.
Okay.
So yes, the thing you were fighting was between you and the giant specter skeletons.
Yeah, it was the Nightwalker.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I couldn't remember.
Yeah, no, between you and the spectral skeletons that were fighting the Nightwalker,
You murdered it good.
You murdered
Okay,
it
good.
good.
All right. Well, let's go say hi to a Kodabon.
You have a broom of flying, if I recall.
I sure do. So that's 50?
Sure. I think that's what it
I
is.
think it's 60. if you're-
It's 50. I totally forgot about the broom of flying.
5, 10, 15,
I
20.
thought it was
25,
faster
30,
than that,
30,
unless you were
40.
heavy encumbered on it.
I don't know. I think it's
Which, granted, you're big enough, you might
yeah, that's fair. I'm gonna.
Legit picturing Hagrid on a broom, so
be.
I'm
Right?
prettier than Hagrid.
you are
Oh,
pretty.
no, you're right. It is a 50 fly speed. Sorry.
All right. I'm gonna, since I
Interesting.
can't get to his dumbass, I'm going to throw my javelin of lightning at him,
Okay.
and then hopefully I'm going to try to light him up. So
Where did you want? Can you pin yourself? I can't pick you out on the map.
oh sure.
There you are.
That-
Okay, that is you.
That
got
did
it.
not help.
Nope, it did. I saw you.
Okay. I'm like basically adjacent to Kira, I think.
Yep.
We're
I
on
see.
the other. We're
Yeah, you're
on the other side
opposite
of
sides of each other right now, or of the central jobber. I'm
Thingy.
pointing at the map like y'all can see what the fuck is happening.
the.
So you're gonna have it do the lightning bolt thing, yeah?
Yes.
All right.
Yes, I am.
We'll have a Kodabon and Schmoopsy. If you would roll a Dex save for the slod, that would be awesome.
I'm like, why is
Sure.
Schmoopsy rolling? Okay, I see. I forgot about the slot, even though we were just talking about him. 19 plus 17 is a lot.
You don't have to roll to hit.
Oh, okay. Never
It's just lightning.
mind.
It becomes a lightning bolt.
14 dex save for the slod.
All right.
Lord.
And 27 Dex save for the Shadow Dragon.
Let me looky here. I'm pretty sure he made that.
It's more for the slod that I'm wondering what the... Because I
It's
guarantee...
13. So
yeah, the slod made it too.
they made it. So
So roll the damage and be halved.
yep, it will. Better than nothing. Better than a kick in the teeth. Bu- 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 16, so 8.
All right, 8 lightning or
Yeah.
electricity damage.
Yeah. So
It-
it was kind of sucky, but
Doesn't seem to be terribly bothered.
it's better than nothing.
It is better than nothing.
Better than a sharp stick in the eye.
There's so many different analogies we've made with that comment. Malin, does that end your turn?
Yeah, because I can't get to him. So
Okay. A Kodabon gets to go. First and foremost, let's see if his breath weapon recharges.
No, please.
Des, I'm dead.
Nope.
Yeah, and I already used my one resurrect on Katie.
Hmm. It disappears out from underneath the slod and appears right there.
I
Hi.
guess starts mouthing off to it. Worked.
I just want to double check that what that is what I think it is. Boop, 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 boo. Yep, however, that is all it is going to do. So, back to the top of the round with Leoben.
So Leoben, as an action,
Okay.
will rub himself down with the Kyodom's ointment.
Alrighty.
Now, it wasn't as much as I was hoping, but there you are. But heals me apparently 8 more hit points. Then, seeing that the bastard has moved to the other side of the area here, and just double checking. Leoben's then going to shadow step to this pillar.
Okay.
I suppose technically he's not stealthing because he used an action to use the ointment and a bonus to shadow step, so he is technically not hidden.
Okay.
And you know what? That being said, then he's gonna drop down behind the pillar there, and then he will be. I suppose he could have shadow stepped there, but that's all right. He ain't thinking. Anyway, he'll be done.
Okay. It's going to take a legendary action to attack Kira. And whack it with its tail. Whack you with its tail.
Is it because I mouthed off?
No, you're a paladin.
I mean, this is true. Bring it on.
Really
Bring it
doesn't
on!
like you.
Yeah. Well, I don't like it either. Asshole.
Paladin for the paladin.
That's a paladin.
Do not consent to this.
34.
Yeah, that hits me just by a bit.
Okay. That is 19 points of bludgeoning damage.
Cool.
And I would like to make a an athletics check, please.
Is it trying to grapple me with its tail?
Just roll an athletics check, please.
I don't wanna. I want answers. It's not a saving throw?
Mm-mm. Oh, no, it is. Sorry, it is a strength save. I misread
Okay.
the section.
Thank you. Because that's better for me by a lot. 12 plus 4 is 16 plus 8 is 23.
Okay. It smacks you with its...
22?
It smacks you with its tail. You're not... Hang on. Sorry, this is a homebrew monster that I didn't make, so it's laid out really weird.
24.
Okay.
Because 16 plus 8 is totally 24.
It is definitely 24. Yes, so, it smacks you with its very powerful, sinewy tail.
Wow.
And, like, you feel... I mean, you're rocked back on your heels, and if you weren't quite the strong, sturdy warrior that you are, you probably would have been knocked on your ass and knocked a good way away on top of that.
Excellent.
That is the end of its legendary action. That does bring us to Kira's turn.
No, my turn,
Kira's
yeah.
turn.
So Kira just kind of like wipes some blood from the corner of her mouth or something, and is that really all you got? So let's piss it off more. Is it still flying or is it on the ground?
It is... I mean, it's 20 feet above you.
Cool. I get on my broom and I go up.
Because its range is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Okay. You get on your broom and
And
go up.
Yeah, and I close the distance. And I will whack it with
Okay.
my Holy Avenger. 25 for the first one.
Will hit.
Higher than 25.
Also will hit.
29 for the second one. And I will use Divine Smite at 3rd level on both of those.
Okay.
He does not count as fiend or undead, correct?
He's neither of those things.
Okay. Cool. This is fine. Okay. Plus 8 for that. Plus 3 levels. So that's fine. 3 more d8. Sorry, brief hold. You dare paddle me? All right. Okay, for the first one, it's gonna be. Oh, that was at 10 on visit. Do you need radiant and bludgeoning damage separately?
Nope. You can just give me all the damage together.
Cool. Plus 8 is 18. Plus 3 is 21. Plus 6 is 27. Plus 4 is 31. Plus 8 is 39 for the first.
Okay.
And then the second one. Ooh. Oh, I like those. I like those numbers. Those are good numbers. I rolled a 10 on the D10, and on 2 of the D8s, I rolled 8. So
Nice.
10 makes me happy. 10, 18, 26, 31, 34. Plus 8 is 42.
42. All right.
Spell slots and that's totally gonna. I'm not gonna die. Do I move away? I feel like I should probably move away. But also, nah, I'll stay right there.
Okay. Does that end your turn?
Yes, I am below half my hit points, so I am gonna roll my healing thing that I get because I'm special.
Okay. So yeah, you
Do you-
bring the Holy Warhammer to bear and you smack him twice pretty good. You see blood. He's hurt.
Cool. That is the end of my turn. I'm healing 12 points.
Okay.
After me is the lair action.
No, I know. He's actually going to take a legendary action.
Okay.
I need everybody on the board to make a con save.
Everybody but Leoben has a D4.
Leoben got a 9.
Okay, that is a failure. Adira,
Is this against a spell or a magical effect?
it is against a spell.
Okay.
You're muted, Adira.
Adira got a 27 again.
Okay, you will say for half.
Okay.
25 for Kira.
Okay, 25 for Kira. Katie?
Katie rolled absolutely abysmally and got a 7.
Okay, how about the Slod?
Oh, right. I need to roll for it, too. Let's see. Slod. The slot also got a 7.
Okay, it's going to fail as well. Also, it fell when it shadow stepped. I forgot to do that, so it's going to take 11 points of falling damage.
Okay.
Malin.
17.
17 is also a failure.
Super.
Let me roll some damage.
All right, the world might end.
I have to check one thing. What kind of damage is that? Okay, yep, that's why it has that. All right. So you see it kind of chuckle a little bit as you, as it kind of does, it mimics you a little bit as it wipes blood from its jaw. And you see it kind of raise up its hands and raise up its head, and out of its mouth and nostrils, and you're pretty sure even like eye holes, this thick gas seems to emanate, covering the entire area. And as it descends on each of you, you feel excruciating pain. Those of you who failed and have no resistance to necrotic are going to take 55 points of necrotic damage.
I'm down.
27 is a half.
I'm assuming with a 25 I did save.
Yes, you did. The DC
Okay.
was 21.
Okay. So 27 is half?
Mm-hmm.
I am not below -10, but I'm super close.
Well, that doesn't so much matter.
Do I just die?
Nope, you are unconscious currently. You do unfortunately fall off your broom.
Awesome.
And hitting the ground is going to damage you, which is a failed death save. So you were down 1 death save.
Great.
All right. That happens. After this happens, the miasma, excuse me, thank you. The kind of thick gas dissipates pretty much immediately. And that was the Horrid Wilting spell, everybody.
Yikes.
It was horrid.
Indeed.
Indeed it
All
was.
right. That was that. Lair action, which is nothing happening. So Adira.
They specified the last of the lines need to be said, correct?
They did indeed.
Okay. So Adira now says, "Eternal be thy spirit." And I will wait for you to narrate if anything interesting happens, and if not, then she'll probably start summoning the next thing.
All right. Give me 1 second. That doesn't seem right.
Hmm.
Okay, that's right. Okay, so
If you want me to say a different one, I can.
no,
Just message me.
no. I was talking at the math that I was doing, not what you just did.
Okay.
So you hear Adira, the rest of you hear Adira, except for Malin, who's unconscious, shout these words, and like you're not 100% sure what's happening, because you were like, if that's part of the ritual, then that doesn't feel like, again, Adira didn't go through all of the ins and outs of the ritual, but she did say that there were certain things that had to be said in a specific order. The rest of you aren't real sure what just happened, but it feels a little off. But as Adira, you do this, you feel the power, the consciousness of the planetar is consumed as you push the power kind of through the words out into the world, and you see the form of Akodaban visibly wither as something happens. You're not entirely sure what, but you see in the center circle of the summoning an individual which had not been part of your original plan appears. If I can find him. There he is. Boop.
Is that goddamn Saul?
Nope.
God damn it. Who is it?
Got all excited.
I know. No, you see this smaller than Saul, but still fairly large and imposing. Vaguely human-looking individual, but with like ash gray skin, black flowing hair, and black angel wings in full armor. As he starts to coalesce from translucence to reality, the unfortunate downside of the spell happens. Kira, you are no longer wearing your armor.
God damn it. And I'm right next to a dragon. This is fine. And Leoben has my armor in the bag of holding.
But you see, as he kind of appears and coalesces into full corporealness, you see that the armor he is wearing is your armor.
That was fine!
And he kind of glances up. It seems fairly nonplussed by the situation. Glances up to see Kira now basically in her, basically her just tunic and whatnot, up against a Kodaban. And you hear him very quietly say, well, that's probably not a good place to be. And you see him start to cast a spell. Kira, you have a choice.
Yep.
You can let him do what he's doing, or you can roll a wisdom save.
Can I, make an insight check?
Yeah, I will let you make an insight check.
Okay. Okay. Oh, that was good. 22.
You don't know what he's doing, but whatever he's doing, he seems to think he's helping you out.
I will let it happen.
Okay. So you do not need to make a save as he casts the spell, and you and he switch places.
Oh, I'm okay with that.
So put yourself where he is.
Yep.
And you see as he appears in the air, his wings unfurl and he starts to kind of hover there. And you see a Kodaban glance at him, and for the first time, the big giant avatar of this monstrous shadow dragon appears, afraid is too strong of a word, concerned. And you hear in Draconic it say to this newcomer, "You aren't supposed to be here." And those of you who are conscious and can see him, the newcomer just kind of gives a slight smile. That was his action, however, so that is the end of his go.
Wait, was this just saying the words Adira's whole turn, or does she get to start summoning other creatures?
If you want to start summoning the other creature, I'll say that you can do that this turn.
Okay, yeah. So I'm going to do that. I had to roll a thing for that, didn't I? Or did I just announce that and I had to roll when I absorbed them?
You just announced that you're summoning them, and you only have to roll when you try to absorb them if they're unwilling.
Got it. Cool. Thank you.
All right, so that brings us to Katie's turn.
Yay. Let's see here.
Oh, wait, I'm sorry. He can do one more thing, and he's going to do the one more thing. Sorry, backpedal just a teeny tiny bit. So as he does the thing, the dragon says his thing. He smiles, but instead of saying nothing, he just kind of half turns, like kind of cheats out in the direction of Malin, and you hear him say in common, what would he say to Malin? Stand up, Berserker. Your fight is not yet done. Malin, heal 20 points of damage.
Yay!
You can tell he cast a fairly powerful healing word.
Nice.
All right. Okay, so now, Katie. Sorry about that. It is your turn.
All right. Katie is going to charge over to Akodaban.
Nothing like a Brontosaurus charge.
Right. And then I'm going to try to stomp it.
He's 20 feet in the air.
My stomp has a reach of 20 feet.
Then you can get him.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we saw Jurassic Park. We saw the one get on its hind
Yeah,
legs.
yeah, no, it's totally a thing. Totally a thing.
And it's probably not going to hit. That's a 14.
14 does not
Oh, wait.
hit.
Wait, I have Bless on still. Hold on. 16.
Still does not hit.
Damn it. Well, then I guess I'm going to burn another spell slot and do a little bit of healing. Ooh. And let's see, where did the slot drop? Oh, the slot's over here, isn't it?
Yep.
What the heck? The slot is going to move over here.
Okay.
I am not able to move him.
Oh, shit. Sorry. I'll move him. To there?
One more north.
Hang on. I'm going to give you control. Boop.
Aha.
And you should have control now, yeah.
Now I am in control.
All right.
And there's not a whole lot that it can do on its turn aside from doing its own
Kind of ramble.
regeneration healing.
Blah, 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 blah.
But it's coming over just in case.
Yep.
And that will be Katie's turn.
All right. Malin. Your broom, after you fell, just kind of gently settled down and is kind of hovering next to where you are now laying on the ground.
Remount that shit and charge.
All right.
Take your halitosis and shove it right up your cloaca.
That amuses the shit out of me. I assume you're attacking. Are you going to attack? You're already raging. Are you going to attack recklessly?
Yeah.
All right. Roll with advantage.
And I'm in a frenzy, so I get 3 attacks.
Jesus.
Okay.
With your badass battle axe.
Sure do.
Fuck him up.
That is an 18.
To hit?
Yeah.
That'll miss.
Nat 20.
That'll fucking hit. Jeebus.
And 24.
Did you add your D4 to your 16?
I sure didn't.
Which one?
So,
Maybe if I got a 4.
and I got a 3, so that would be
19.
19. And then with the other one, that would be a 26. So I got a nat 20 and a 26.
The nat 20 and the 26 are going to hit.
Sweet. All right, let's build this puppy. Okay.
So your first one, unfortunately, is just would have
A
been
miss.
a 1d12. Well, the first one was a miss. The second one was the crit. Unfortunately, you're only going to double
1d12.
1d12.
But that's all right.
It's still 2d12.
You want to roll my damage? Roll my damage, Duncan. So, okay, this is my crit. Roll my d12.
That's 2d12, so 4d12.
No, I only hit my crit was the first one.
Okay, so 7.
All right, so 7 is my first.
Then you get 2 extra because of your brutal critical.
Yeah, so I get 2 extra with my brutal critical. So,
Yep.
Wow.
You don't get to roll anymore. Oh, there you go.
19.
So 19 for the crit.
Yeah,
Okay.
19 plus 12 is 31.
Oh, 19 plus 12 is 31, so that's the crit.
That seems better. Okay.
Yeah,
It's like,
okay.
that seems really low.
Yeah, all right, do it again. No, do it 2 times. Because I hit the second one, that's an 8. Plus 2, that's 10.
22.
So 22 on the second one.
Nice.
It's 53.
Thank you.
That's good damage.
My son who built that axe came in to roll damage for me.
Always a good thing.
Okay.
Oh, damn. What the hell? Okay.
Is that a
so
good
you...
or a bad what the hell?
That's a bad what the hell for you. So you charge, like, fuck this noise. You, like, crawl up on the broom shoots off. You got the axe, and you swing once, and it kind of just moves, and you glance off of its scales. Second one, you kind of bring it around and slam into the side of its neck and kind of get, like, right where the neck meets the jaw. You see blood kind of spurting out. You then, instead of pulling out and hitting again, you just kind of twist. And you hear, like, muscle and tendon and bone starting to kind of crackle and pop inside of this thing. It lets out an extremely loud roar. And you see necrotic energy starting to crackle all around its maw, up into its eyes, as it immediately, as a reaction, breathes necrotic energy.
Again? I'm dead. Sorry, guys. It was nice to know you. I'm dead.
We'll try
It is
to
going to
avenge
get... Katie...
Because I'm probably going to die.
Katie, Malin, the newcomer, Kira, but that's it. In the direction that... Oh, and the slot. In the direction that it's breathing. So con saving throws from those individuals, please. You are blessed.
Plus a d4. You are blessed.
Great.
Is this this isn't considered a spell or a magical effect?
No.
I'm sorry, did you say strength or con?
Dead.
Con.
Con.
Yeah, I got a 14. 17 failed last time, so
Yep.
I'm dead. Because I got 20 hit points, and
Yeah.
I know this is going to do more than 20 hit points, so I'm dead.
28.
I'm sorry, this is a dex save.
Oh.
Wait, it's a dex save?
This is a dex save. This is different than the spell that he cast. This is his breath weapon. I was looking at the
Oh,
wrong
for
thing.
fuck's
Oh,
sake.
Jesus, fuck.
26 then.
So fine. I get advantage on dex saves.
Don't you have a ring of evasion? Didn't
I
we give
do.
you that too?
Yes. Evade it. Evade it.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you get... So roll a second time for your thing, because you rolled poorly before. So roll your dex again, Malin. Or if you know what, just re-roll the whole fucking thing. It's fine. I called
right,
for the
I
wrong
am.
save.
Alright, so what shit? 18 plus. So I rolled a 19 on the dex save
With
Okay.
your d4?
with my d4. But
Alright.
I also have the ring of evasion, and I would like to evade that motherfucker.
Okay, well, a 19 would fail, so you were going to evade. Evasion, I believe, still gives you half damage, though.
Yeah.
Half damage.
And then, Katie, what did you get?
Katie failed.
And the slod?
Also failed.
All right, total damage. Unfortunately, Malin, 91 points of damage is the total, so 45 is halved.
I'm dead.
You are unconscious, not dead.
So what was the total damage?
91.
Jesus. Well, the slot's gone.
I'm in single digits, friends.
Where the fuck did my character sheet go? Super over it.
Only works.
Now, the good news is it only gets that power when it's bloodied. So you bloodied it.
Yay! Does it only get it once when it's bloodied?
Yes, the first time it's bloodied, it gets that ability.
Okay.
However, it gets to go.
Yay!
Fortunately for you, it only has eyes for the newcomer.
It's not Mactus, is it?
It is... You don't think Mactus had wings.
I mean, I didn't see Mactus in combat either, so...
True. Very true. You don't know. So it is going to... I just go to 3. Okay. I mean, it's pretty much going to hit if it gets over 3. So it hits all 3 times. Okay, so you see the massive dragon completely, like, it... The breath weapon was literally reflexive. It kind of then wheels on the newcomer and just bites claw. It is tearing into him. The newcomer is not... it is hurt. But he doesn't seem to be... He stands his ground. That was him. Leoben.
Well, okay, Leoben's gonna jump on his broom.
Okay.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50 to go there.
Okay.
And Leoben's probably gonna die in a blaze of glory, but he's gonna go out fighting and try to beat the piss out of this guy.
Okay. You are definitely flanking, so you'll get advantage, and your first attack will get sneak attack.
Hallelujah. That's good, because I rolled a nat 20 on the first attack and a 2, so
That's fabulous.
God.
So let's see. So normally it's this, so I need 2 more d6s once this is done. That's crappy roll. 10, 21, 24, 29, 33, 38 damage.
Nice.
And you know what? I'll spend a key point for a stunning.
Okay.
So that would be I believe it's con save DC of 17.
He makes it.
Yeah, I kind of figured it is a big old dragon, but you never know. I could get lucky. Second attack. Wow, a 2 on my low die again, but like a 21.
21 misses.
Okay. And then you know what? And then I'm gonna take my bonus action to shadow step on top of here.
Seems like a plan.
Because I've got like almost single digit hit points, and yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not fun.
Shadow Dragon takes a legendary action. And tail slaps the new guy. It misses. totally befuddled by the sudden stinging pain in his ass as he whips the tail around. You see, actually, like, Leoben, when you stabbed it, you actually took a big old chunk of meat out, or, like, carved a big chunk of meat into it. As it swings its tail, you see that chunk just kind of go flying off into the ether, which totally throws off his aim. And you see the newcomer just kind of lean back and right over his head.
Nice.
I rolled a 1.
I mean, to be fair, when it comes to a Kodoban.
Fuck this guy.
All right, Kira.
Cool. Kira, as her bonus action, is gonna whip out her potion of healing potion of superior healing, and
Nice.
fucking chug that shit.
I think that's fair.
Because it seems like a good idea to maybe not die so much. 4,
Yeah.
8, 9, 10. Plus 12 is 22, plus another 4 is 26, plus 8. 26 plus 8 is 30.
26 plus 8 is 34.
God, math is not my strong suit, friends. Cool. And then we are going to, we don't have time to put armor on even if I had it on me. So, fuck it. We are gonna pop on over on our broom and try to flank with our newcomer friend.
Okay.
Because this seems like a good idea. And attack him twice.
Okay.
And I have advantage.
You do.
That one will hit because it's a 16 on the die. Natural fucking 20. Okay.
Nice.
All right. Okay. I have a third level left and a second levels. Okay. So on the non-critical, I'll use a second level smite, and then on the crit, I will use a third level.
Okay.
I feel like that is fair. So we are one die shorter on this one. So on the first one, it's going to be 8 plus 2 is 10. 10 plus 12 is 22. Plus 8 is 30. So 30 on the first one.
Okay.
And then on the second hit... oh, okay. Oh, we listened. All right. Okay. 8 plus 5 is 13. Plus 7 is 20. 26. 31 doubled is 62. Plus 8 is 69. Nice.
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 Leoben, I believe you turned off your camera and left your microphone on for your nose blowing.
Sorry.
It's all good.
It's quite the
It's a
trumpet.
great sound effect.
It was great. Yeah, so you armorless and all pop around the massive dragon, swing 2 very powerful times, and pummel the side, tenderizing his flank very nicely. I'm sure that area will be delicious. Does that end your turn?
Sure.
I get my healing because I'm definitely below half again. And did we risk? I don't think he's used a reaction yet, so I will stay where I am. Yeah, I'll stay where I am.
Okay. Lair action. The creature summoned, this massive gout of flame shoots up, and out of it flies this primal force of fiery elementally goodness in the form of a phoenix. It just circles, not like it kind of seems to circle and like test the bounds of the summoning circle. Which brings us to Adira.
Do I know if this thing speaks a language that I can communicate with it in?
You can roll an Arcana.
It's 20-something. Where's my Arcana? It's higher up. It's blocked. 24.
24. Phoenixes are the mythical creature phoenix is a primal force of elemental power. They're not super intelligent. They're a force of nature. Like, you can't really reason with a force of nature.
Then we're just gonna suck it in.
Okay.
Suck it in, suck it in.
Thank you. Make your wisdom saving throw.
Okay. All right. So we got 26
Okay.
total.
And I had rules for this setup and everything, so I gotta remember what the fuck those were.
Oh, sorry, that was the wrong one. Even higher, 29.
Okay. So I rolled that, go to that, look at the wisdom save that. All right, David, roll 4d12 for me. Or 4d10, sorry, 4d10 for me. Wait, what? Apologies. Roll 4d20 for me.
Okay.
Doesn't seem right.
What's happening?
What are you doing to us?
No, this is good for you.
Oh, okay. Never mind then.
6, 42. Holy shit, 61.
Okay. You hear the elemental shriek, or the phoenix shriek, as its flame starts to dim, like under a very intense, focused breath of air. So the way I'm doing the absorption is you both roll wisdom saving throws. If you roll better than it does, I take the difference and I reduce its hit points by that many hit die. So you literally are rolling its hit die in damage. Apparently, the fucking Phoenix has a D20 as a hit die.
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
the bigger the critter, yeah.
I guess? I don't know. It's...
Yeah, for 5th
Yeah,
ed,
it's considered gargantuan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's D20s, yeah.
So yeah, its hit die is a D20. Thus, you roll 4d20 damage.
To it.
To it. So you did damage to it.
Got it, to suck it in.
Yep.
Quote
So
unquote.
you see that kind of force of power as you start to will its essence into your own, and you see as that flame, like it literally is like a flame getting the oxygen pulled away from it.
Okay.
Alrighty.
I think that's all I can do.
That is all you can do. The newcomer kind of glares at Akodaban, and you hear him say in common, "That was incredibly rude. I went to the entire trouble of bringing them back from unconsciousness, and you just rendered them unconscious again." So bonus action. Once again, he kind of turns to Mount and he's like, "Warrior, get up, but better than before. Go ahead and heal 22, Malin." And he then pulls out a blazing sword and starts attacking the dragon. As he attacks the dragon, however, those of you who speak Draconic can hear Akodaban shouting at him, "You can't kill me!" It is a Those of you who speak Draconic and heard that, go ahead and make an insight check.
Oh wait, I do know Draconic. Hey.
Adira got a
looking at the wrong
19.
character sheet. I must guess. I mean, my insight shit. So
23 for Kira.
12.
Okay. Leoben, you're feeling like, to you, this is like a scream of defiance. Like, you can't kill me. I'm too powerful. For Adira and Kira, you kind of pick on, this isn't a defiance. This is an imperative. The dragon truly believes that the newcomer can't. And not because of anything that the dragon has to bring to the table, but something to do with the newcomer. And as he swings his sword and the dragon shouts this, who's close to him? Well, no, Leoben, you've got a ridiculous... You've all got pretty ridiculous... If you have a 15 or better on your passive perception, you hear him simply respond, "You're right. I can't. But I can hurt you." So he just fucking divine smites the shit out of him. Excuse me while I roll a bunch of damage. All right. So he swings the sword two times, and both times seems to just plow into this guy. The dragon takes his second legendary action, is going to hit the newcomer with a tail slap. Is going to succeed. Where is it? There it is. All right, Katie.
All right. Katie, since she's not in Brontosaurus form at the moment, because Ow is going to cast Mass Cure Wounds.
Nice.
And should be able to get pretty much all of us except for Adira.
Okay.
That's just fine.
So I don't think Adira has taken any damage.
She has. It's just she keeps getting these.
She keeps
bonus.
getting boosts.
Yeah.
All right. So everybody else. That's some nice rolls.
And just to verify, this does include Leoben?
It does include Leoben, yes.
Okay.
And
it's a 30-foot radius
the new guy?
centered on a point within 60 feet.
And the new guy?
Yes, I will include the new guy because he seems to be on our side.
And he is also going to get his ass handed to him.
So all of those people can heal 28 hit points.
Oh, that's good.
Nice.
Malin, that includes you?
Oh, that's so beautiful.
Doke.
There's that cast. And then as a bonus action so that she doesn't go die again, we'll use her other wild shape use and turn back into a Brontosaurus.
Speed shaping.
All right. Does that end your turn?
That will be Katie's turn.
And the slot is just kind of gambling about swearing at the dragon.
Oh no, that last thing totally wiped out the slot.
Got it.
Yeah, no, it went piff.
Gotcha. All right, Malin, did you get the healing from the new guy and from Katie?
Yes, I did.
Awesome.
I was in a frenzy, so now I have a point of exhaustion, but I'm gonna frenzy the fuck again.
Can you? Yes, you can.
Oh,
No, I know you can.
Can I?
You can. You're just going to get another point of exhaustion when you're done.
Well, okay.
I mean, if you're exhausted and then dead again, it's kind of a moot point.
Kind of a moot point.
Yeah. So you frenzy the broom once again as you had fallen off, kind of had drifted down.
Let's take 2 this.
So you climb on the broom and just straight up?
Yep.
All right.
She's awake angry, she's asleep angry, she's dead angry.
She's dead
I'm
angry.
supposed to be on my honeymoon, you dick.
Oh, that brought me joy.
Bravo.
That brought me a lot of joy.
Okay, no crits this time. But I think they all hit. 32, 36, and a 30.
Okay. Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay, did they all hit?
They all hit.
All right, good. All right, first damage is... Oh, here comes Duncan. Here comes...
3, 4, 5, D12.
All right, do it.
Do it.
Hold on. I think I'm gonna need more D12.
Well, I only got the 1 in here, so sorry.
Shit. Hold on.
Just roll it a bunch of times. It's fine.
Just roll it a bunch of times. People are waiting. All right. Oh, 12.
Nice.
Alright, so that's 12 D12. 14. 16 3. 26 4. 36 5. 41 6.
Connor.
53 7. 56 8. 64 9. 71 10.
Oh my God, we're on 71.
Yep.
72 11.
Connor.
83 plus 36.
80. No, yeah.
I got it.
116.
116, guys. 116.
Oh, man.
Yes. Malin.
Hold on. Was it
Thank you.
83 plus 36?
Yeah.
Then that's 119.
Oh, sorry. 119.
That's okay. I just want to make sure that he soaks up as much damage as possible.
Yeah.
I am super done. I'm
Hang
supposed to be
on. You might be getting how you want to do this.
Oh.
I see the face.
Malin,
Yes.
how do you want to do this?
Yeah! I walk up, I go up, I charge up, like, I'm supposed to be on my honeymoon, you dick! And just, like, sever his head. Just
Three
like,
just
like Happy Gilmore
savage.
with the hockey stick.
Three just savage attacks with the massive great axe, and you see the head, like you're hitting its neck region, and each one just drives deeper and deeper and deeper until literally its head kind of spins off, ichor kind of flying in all directions. As even before its body starts to, I'm going blurry. As its body starts to fall, the head kind of shoots off in a direction. Even as that happens, it just kind of dissipates and disappears.
Oh, well, okay. Now I'm just like really fucking tired and need a nap.
You see the newcomer kind of glance around, and he says, "It will take some time for Akodaban to reconstitute himself. I suggest you finish the ritual."
Leo, but I need my armor.
You just hear it saying, "Working on it."
I need for you know what? I'm not going to put this on anybody. I'm going to roll this.
Are we still in combat?
One second, please.
Okay.
Connor.
Okay. I would like for Adira to go ahead and roll an Arcana check with advantage, please.
Arcana check with advantage netted me a 25.
With what he said, the newcomer has just said, you are able to kind of extrapolate a little bit. You realize this wasn't Akodaban himself. This was his avatar. Destroying his avatar just slows him down. It's not going to kill him. you figure you've got a minimum of 2 minutes before he comes back.
2 minutes, folks. 2 minutes.
So it is. What time is it? It's 8:30.
8:36.
8:36. So let's account for. So we're not going to be in combat, but I do need to kind of account for the 2 minutes. So that's 20 rounds.
Well, if I have help from somebody, how quickly can I get that armor on? Because I don't
Leoben-
have the armor on my sheet since the Leoben has it in the back of
Yeah, Leoben will fly over, pull out the armor, and assist you in putting it on.
And you stand next to me when you do it.
I absolutely stand next to Adira while I'm getting armor
Why?
on.
Why?
In case she has to make saving throws because she gets a +3 from me.
Oh, right. All right. So I'm going to say that will take the putting on the armor, and this is probably being generous, with help is going to take the full 2 minutes.
That's fine.
And we'll say that you're hastily donning it.
Oh, yeah.
So if you have Leoben's help and you put on the armor as quickly as possible, we'll say that's going to take the full 20 rounds. Adira,
Can we
you're
maybe
going
take
to
a quick break?
What's that?
Can we maybe take a quick bio break?
Yeah, that's fine. I was thinking about doing it after the 2 minutes, but yeah, we can do it now. Let's so let's say it's what, 8:37-ish?
Mm-hmm.
You want to say 8:50?
Sure, yeah.
Okay.
That works for me. Sounds good.
Okay.
All right, we'll be back 8:50 Central Standard Time, folks. Thank you for bearing with us. I'm going to go put my kid to bed too, so. All right. There. Okay. Oh, you probably could hear me talking that entire time, chat. All right. That's great. Anyway,
It's fine.
it's okay. I didn't say anything too off the wall. Hi.
Do I have time right as the 2 minutes expires to recast Bless?
No, you will not.
Okay.
How long does Bless last into these 20 rounds?
It's only 1 minute.
So
Okay,
it
how
is.
many rounds of combat have we done?
Well, it's 20.
No idea.
2 minutes is 20 rounds.
Yep.
No, I know, but how many rounds into the 20 does it last?
I want to say that was round 6 that Akodaban
So you've got 4
Yeah,
more
that
rounds.
sounds probably right.
Okay.
All right. So Leoben and Kira are going to be putting on Kira's armor.
What armor is it?
I believe it is just adamantine plate.
Just adamantine plane.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Thanks.
Oh. Sorry. I just realized when you said the reason. I realized last time when I rolled a nat 20 on it why you added 5 to it because of the way that you're tracking the. Okay. Click.
Yep.
All right.
All right. I'm pretty sure Adira, you're just going to be trying to absorb as quickly as possible.
Correct. Yeah, for the beginning
right.
of this. So.
Well, hold on. We'll get to that in a second.
Yeah.
That brings me to Katie and Malin. What do you guys? You guys have 20 rounds to do something.
I don't know what the fuck I can do. Let me see if I have any healing crap.
You might have
Any
some
potions?
potions.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Boop, 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 boop. I do. I'm going to take me a potion. What? Oh, I have healing word on my axe. Connor, I swear to God. Does anyone want a child? I mean,
No, I've got 2 of my own that are.
I've got 3. I'm good, thanks.
yeah, we're all full up here.
I think I'm waiting a little bit before taking that step.
Okay. All right, I am going to do the healing word on my axe, and I'm going to chug a potion.
Okay. Malin, go ahead and heal another. On top of that, go ahead and heal another 29 from the newcomer.
I mean, while we're sitting here, who the hell are you?
Yeah, that's fair. We'll get to that in a second, because while you're doing some of this stuff, you guys can't have a conversation. So we'll jump back to that once we kind of account for the logistical shit.
Okay.
Who else needs healing?
But Leoben definitely needs healing.
Kira could also use some healing.
All right.
Because even with Katie's massive healing awesomeness, Leoben is indeed very much still bloodied.
All right, Leoben, heal 35.
That will help.
And Kira, heal 28.
Excellent. That definitely helps.
Can anyone take my max back up? Because my max got reduced.
I think you have to sleep?
You need, yeah, you'll need to have a rest.
Okay, well then I don't take the potion because...
Between his healing and what you've done.
Yeah,
okay.
I'm up to my new max.
Anybody else?
And I apologize. What did you say mine was?
35 for you, Brian.
I mean, I'm still not up to full, so if he's just going to keep healing, I will take more healing.
Well, he's going to go through starting from the top and working his way down, so... Kira, heal... 16 more? That was a shit roll.
Yeah, I'm almost at full, though, so that's good enough.
Okay, Leoben, where you at?
I could probably do with another, like, first or second level one.
All right, heal. Jesus, 25 more. That was a better roll.
That will, actually, that will probably get me
Anybody else?
I'm only 7 down. I'm good.
Okay. Katie,
Katie's
you good?
back in dinosaur form, so
All right. Adira? No, you're good. What am I saying?
I'm fully healed.
All right.
I just have to not do my thing incorrectly here. There we go.
All right. Is there anything else anybody's going to do during those 2 minutes that can do something?
That depends on what you'll allow me to do. Can I use some of my
You are
harness
focusing on
divine
putting your
power?
armor on.
So I can't even do like a bonus action?
No.
Cool. That's not gonna fuck me over. That's fine.
Katie's just going to ready an action to use another hair clippy when it shows up again.
Fair enough.
I'm gonna get on my broom and be ready to. I don't know.
Murder something?
Yeah,
All right.
essentially.
So let's jump to Adira. So we're going to kind of do yours a little bit more closely in rounds. Roll another wisdom save.
Okay.
Sorry, I was writing down 1 through 20 on my sheet for a tracker. I shall do that this
You
second.
do have your +3 from me.
and the bless for
next to
the
me
first
now.
4 of these things. Yeah. 37.
Jesus. You absorb the phoenix.
Hooray! Do I get another 19? Or whatever.
You get temporary hit points wise. You get another +1 to your wisdom save, and you get 10 temporary hit points.
Plus 10.
On top of everything else that you've done. Let me get rid of boop, boop, boop.
Oh no, not equals 10, plus 10. Would have been very bad. Great. So round 2, I think I'm gonna summon one at a time since we have a slight respite.
Okay.
That I don't
Round
need
2
to take
goes
on a-
by as you're summoning. Next round it pops in. It is a demonic creature. It is definitely not going to help you willingly.
Oh, we gonna suck that baby up.
All right, so make your wisdom save.
Okay. Okay. Sorry, I'm adding a lot of numbers together. So.
Nope, I understand.
41.
Fuck, dude. Oh, when you use the planetar, you would have lost 16 of those temporary hit points.
They got knocked out anyway beforehand, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you would. They still go away.
Cool.
All right. You had 41.
Yeah.
Let me do some math. All right. So the difference between what you rolled and what it rolled was 22. It has 22 hit dice. So you absorb it in 1.
What was it? Out of curiosity, what was it?
It was like a pit fiend fundamentally. So this monstrous pit fiend just kind of appears as a "Who dares summon me?" and you're like me, and it's gone, and it's just fucking gone.
And there's this like, hello, you're not important.
Sorry, I don't have time to talk. You summon what is going to prove to be the final one.
Yeah, so I do not get blessed. So on the 4th round, I am commanding the summon, which means on the 5th round, I would do the wisdom saving throw, which means I do not get the bless on that one. Okay.
All right, so you command the summon. This creature appears before you. She is female-bodied, kind of hunched a little bit over. It has the kind of like backward bending legs that you see on like goats and such.
Sure.
Except for the legs end in what looks like large raven talons. She doesn't have wings. She has arms. And her visage, the moment she appears, is just hideously ugly. But after a split second, kind of shimmers and is kind of awesomely beautiful, like gorgeous in a way that is utterly and entirely non-sexual.
David knows what this is. I'm gonna roll to see if Adira knows what this is.
This is a knowledge nature.
All right. Less good at this, unless somebody else wants to, pitch in. Brontosaurus, Katie.
Katie is in Brontosaurus form and therefore cannot speak in order to pitch in. Although Katie can make her own nature check if she wishes to.
True.
That tracks.
I shit you not, though. A nat 20 came on the die right here.
Nice.
So 22 total.
Oh.
Because my nature is not good.
You know she's fae of some kind. You aren't a hunt. Like, she has a lot in common with a lot of different fae. Particularly, like, the hag variety of fae. But she seems to be something not quite that banal. Not to say that hags are banal, but as compared to other hags, she seems to be more haggy. Katie, did you want to roll?
Katie got a dirty 20.
Okay. Same thing. Some kind of fey creature. But yeah, so that the visage kind of shimmers and she's that kind of terrifyingly beautiful. And she kind of turns and looks at Adira. So you summoned me. Did you need something?
Before we get into that, did Adira get 10 hit points from the pit fiend?
Yeah, 22.
22? Oh, God, 22. Okay, got it. That was the issue. The whole world is going to end if I don't absorb your essence, so I would love to do it with your consent.
Make a persuasion roll. Just a straight roll.
Sure. 24. So not the best, but not the worst.
All right. She is a capricious creature by nature. She is literally chaotic neutral. She loves her some chaos, so that actually isn't necessarily a selling point. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have her make a wisdom saving throw against your persuasion check.
Okay.
If she beats it, she's going to try to resist you.
All right.
But a 10 is not going to beat it. So you see her. Oh, very well. The world is where I keep my things. And
It is.
You absorb. I think Brian might be the only one that gets this. You absorb Igwilv, the Witch Queen, for 30 temporary hit points.
I'm sorry, I saw the look on Brian's face. Is this a
Right?
really
this a big
powerful
deal?
character? Big deal?
She's an old school iconic D&D character from
Got it.
like a D&D, I think. Like I think that's where she was introduced, like that long ago.
So I have everything.
You do. You can start. It will take a round each, but you can start performing the rest of the ritual.
I'm gonna do this.
Okay.
When we get done. I mean, so from a timing standpoint, before we RP it out,
That's a good point.
it's gonna be done at the end of round 11.
So, here's what we're gonna do. He's gonna start. I'm sorry. Adira is gonna start on after Igwilv gets absorbed. Adira is going to start performing the rest of the ritual, of which there are now, I think, 6 things that you need to say instead of 7.
Correct. Yeah.
So we're going to jump back in time as we're going to have that conversation as healing is happening. And I'll kind of time it out a little bit. There'll be some wibbly wobbly shit, but it's fine. So the winged man lands, and you see him, instead of the wings disappearing, they just kind of fold behind his back. And he kind of glances at the group, sees several of you are badly injured, particularly Malin, and starts going in and healing. The people who can participate in this conversation are everybody but Adira and Katie. So, and I think Malin, you'd kicked it off by saying something along the lines of, "Who the fuck are you?" He like lays hands upon you, and you feel the healing energy coursing through you. It feels a little. It's interesting. You took a shitload of necrotic damage in this last fight. Just a ridiculous amount of necrotic damage, and this feels weirdly enough in the same family.
I don't like that.
But instead of hurting, it heals you.
Okay.
Which is probably what precipitates the "who the fuck are you?"
Or maybe what the fuck are you?
I mean, it's sentient. That's a who.
Yeah. So he kind of he laughs a little bit and he says, "Yes, I do apologize. My power comes from a unique source. I promise.
Fair.
I promise it will not harm you any further than you've already been harmed today."
It's been a weird day.
No doubt. I hear congratulations are in order.
Oh, yeah. I'm supposed to be on my honeymoon. This is not what I had planned.
I imagine not. My name
Going
is.
back to the. Yeah. Sorry.
Let's get back to who you are.
Yeah.
My name is Raven Outstrider. Anybody that's got it can roll a history check. Actually, even if you don't have it, you just roll history.
Okay.
14.
Dirty 20.
Adira heard, "I'm a raven." She rolled in that one.
Everything Adira hears from that point on is
Doesn't
19.
look like a Cancun.
All right, 19 for Malin, 14 for Leoben. What did
Dirty
Kira?
20 for
Dirty
Kira.
20. Okay. All of you have heard the name. There was story of an ancient hero predating the heroes of Godfall, predating the blessings, of an individual known as Raven. He was said to be an angel of shadows. And a lot of the kind of the stories surrounding the kind of founding of the Church of Zaratsu center around his story. He just randomly appeared in Solanel at one point. He traveled the world for many years, helping those in need. He was very much the kind of wandering swordsman that would lend his sword when it was needed. He was said to have never, in his entire time on this plane, it is said that he never killed a living creature. However, he slew scads of undead. Just wholesale slew scads of undead. But never killed a living creature. Didn't matter if they were evil. Didn't matter what their persuasion was. Would not do it. And his story, the only one of you that really has any idea, like, you've all heard a story of Raven Outstrider. The only one of you, Malin, I'll give you, Malin and Kira, since you rolled a little higher than Leoben, he supposedly at one point retired somewhere in the vicinity of the Frozen Woods, so kind of northeast of the continent of Solanel, and created kind of an orphanage of sorts, where he raised children that had nowhere else to go. And Malin, that's kind of all you've heard of him. That's kind of where as far as you're concerned, that's kind of where the story ends. He retired and eventually died, disappeared, I don't know, in the way of stories, it's hard to tell. Kira, you'd heard the story about the orphanage, but you had learned, or you'd heard one additional story that kind of went beyond that, where particularly leading up to Godfall, several gods, not of the Prime Triad or the Ancients, kept feeding him more and more of their power. What happened as a result of that, you don't know. But the story suggests that he was not in his right mind near the end as a result of all the power that he'd consumed.
I thought you retired.
I did.
I thought you went mad.
He laughs. I did that too.
How are you here?
He kind of glances over at Adira, who's currently in the, like, literally, like, sucking the power of the pit fiend into her. I was a part of a Kodoban.
Well, that's bad.
A Kodoban wasn't one individual. A Kodoban was many. 7 in total. The stories you've heard, everything that you may understand, they all reference a Kodoban as one individual, but they are all separate stories. Mine is one of them.
Who else?
He lists 6 more names. And they're all ancient heroes, kind of in the same ilk as him. And they're all kind of representative of the honestly the 6 kind of core things that make up a hero in this world. All of them are archetypes, kind of represent archetypes. Some of them you're hearing, like, you thought some of the names that you hear, you thought for sure were just tales. Like, we think of Robin Hood or King Arthur. Like, it's kind of that level. If you want the lore dump, I do have the 6 names for you if you would like.
Of course I would.
Okay.
I was going to say, it's not any of the ones that we had the gifts from, right?
It is not.
Okay.
However, as this is being discussed, you realize the heroes that carried the blessings also, for the most part, fall into each one of these kind of archetypes. And you're realizing that you're kind of coming to realize that this is not just one individual or one group of individual story. This is story that has transcended time and space, and even reason to some degree, and has been told over and over and over again. And as he continues to kind of express and tell the tale of how he came to be here and the stories of the people that became a Kodoban, you recognize these kind of archetypes live in my blurry face, live in you. So the names are, jumping to the wrong part of the page, Svalbard Narhilt. And if you want, I will spell that for you, because that's a mouthful.
Yes.
Svalbard. Last name Narhilt, Gnarhilt.
Okay.
The second is Decado, who dwelt in the dark. Decado, who dwelt in the dark.
Okay.
The next was Carrick, Catalyst. Carrack, Catalyst.
Mm-hmm.
The next was Queen Isravela, Isravaela.
Sorry, spell it again.
Isravaela.
Mm-hmm. Vaela. Okay, thank you.
The next was Warwick Wayne, Warrick Wane.
Mm-hmm.
And the last is simply known as Charis, Chrris.
Charris?
Correct. Did I not say that?
I don't know.
Okay. It's possible I didn't say that because I'm tired.
That's fair. That's totally fair.
How does what he's telling me match up with what Zaratsu told me?
It tracks.
Okay.
It also he's giving. I mean, obviously he's giving more information.
Yeah.
But it does kind of fall in line a bit with what Zaratsu shared. It is entirely possible that because Zaratsu told you about Okodaban as if he were one person. It is entirely possible that as far as Zaratsu is concerned, he was just the one person.
Okay. Cool.
So you were a part of this, but you are no longer?
That's a complicated question. The answer to it is yes and no.
Are you going to fight with us or against us?
I wasn't planning on doing either one. In order to defeat Okodaban once and for all, you are going to have to face down each of these individuals. This ritual that your friend is performing is going to separate Okodaban into his constituent parts, thus making him defeatable. In order to win, you are going to have to defeat me.
Along with the other 6.
Can you let us defeat you? Because that would be great.
He smiles somewhat gently and a little sadly, and he says, "In point of fact, I can."
You trailed off. I didn't hear what you said.
In point of fact, I can.
That sucks for you, but thanks.
I've been around a long time.
Can you help us defeat the others?
I can't kill anybody.
Yes, but you can hurt them.
I don't know that I can.
You hurt the Avatar.
I hurt the Avatar, but that was all of its constituents parts in one, minus myself. I don't make the rules. I'm willing to try, but I don't know if I can actually help.
Cool. Can you give us a heads up about any of these fine folks that we're gonna have to destroy?
Indeed. And as Adira begins the final part of the ritual that separates Kodaban into its constituent parts, as David reads each of the incantations, I will elucidate a little bit on which each of these individuals, a little bit about who they are and what they can do. You're muted.
You had me read the last one first.
Yep.
Do you want me to read the rest of them in the order in which they appear?
Yes, please.
Okay. Adira begins to speak. Power be thy blade.
As Adira speaks, you feel, I don't fucking remember which one, but you feel one of the entities within you dissipate. The hand wraps disappear. And you hear Raven kind of narrate, Svalbard Narhilt, an orcish barbarian. Not evil, at least not originally. Like so many others, he took the power offered to him by gods of strength, gods of war, and like so many others, drove him mad. He is strong before anything else. He will be a formidable foe. Next.
Speed be thy shield.
Ducato, who dwelt in the dark. And as the name is spoken, the entity dissipates, and the Daisho of Kazuma disappears. Ducato was an assassin with a code of ethics. Speed was his trade. He wielded twin blades with great fury and alacrity. Also a dangerous foe. One, I think, that might rival, and he kind of inclines his head towards Leoben. And the next.
Stalwart be thy fortitude.
Carrick Catalyst. The Orbis Flamme disappears. Carrick was, if I remember correctly, yes, Carrick was a dwarven king. Swore to protect his people. And in doing so, made a pact with several of the ancient gods. And same as all the rest of us. Consumed as much of their power as they would give. And then when they stopped when they stopped giving it to him, he took it for himself. He did protect his people. But it cost him his sanity. He's very hardy. He's built like a brick wall. He would be hard to hit and harder to hurt. Next.
Keen be thy mind.
The Chasuble, the Mordecai's blessing disappears.
Adira mutters under her breath, thank the gods.
Queen Isravela. She was the one that I believe, and the only one, that did not go mad from the power that was granted to her. Or perhaps she was mad to begin with. She was a powerful wizard. One of the most powerful wizards. Highly intelligent. Extremely dangerous. Creator of things. Next.
Canny be thy insight.
The braces of the wolf disappear. Warwick Wayne. Purveyor of death. Channeled the energy of the gods of death. intelligent, canny, perceptive, believed that all things must end. Some more quickly than others. Next.
Charming be thy aspect.
And last but not least, the hair clippies. Oh, the hair clippies disappear. He sighs and he says, Charis. Charis was batshit crazy. She took the power that was offered to her and channeled it into just pure, unadulterated chaos. Terrible, beautiful, her words cut, literally cut, like daggers. That is what I know.
Will we have to fight all of them, or is there potential for persuasion without swords?
I don't know. Certainly not Charis. Probably not Isravela. Warwick Wayne is a creature of pure entropy. He will fight simply for the joy of murder. Svalbard is a warrior. He might be able to be reasoned with strong enough showing of strength. Decado will simply attempt to preserve his own life. Reason is possible, but I would say unlikely. A blessing in your favor is they will not fight together. You will be able to take them on one at a time.
Remind me what the what the line was that called up Raven.
Eternal be thy spirit. At this point, because it's done, Adira's kind of wipes her hands and walks over. And unless Kira, did you have more to ask about that?
I don't think so.
Adira was going to ask, you appeared here when I spoke your line. I guess I can't think of a word. Adira would probably use a better word than that. But
incantation.
Incantation. Where did the others appear? If not here, I don't expect you to know specifically, but... Or rather, why did you appear here and they did not?
I appeared here because you summoned me from here. He kind of gestures where a Kodaban had been. I was in there. You said the incantation and I was brought here. Wherever the others landed, it will have been wherever a Kodaban was after you disassembled the Avatar.
Oh. That's not great.
As I suspect he was on the Prime Materia plane, no, I imagine not. Some of them have the ability to teleport. Others would be stuck to more old-fashioned means of conveyance.
Do you think they would be drawn to us, or do you think they're just going to go willy-nilly?
It depends on their nature, I suppose. I don't think they'll be drawn to you specifically. I don't, and he kind of hesitates, I don't have specific memory of a Kodaban as a whole. What his plans were, how this was going to happen. How this was going to happen. What I do know is that you have decidedly interrupted what he was intending to do by completing this ritual. In time, if left unchecked, they will find each other again and reconstitute. And they will not have any say in that matter.
So we have to find them before they reassemble.
You have some time, but yes. However, some of them are quite destructive in their nature.
So we need to find them sooner than later.
Indeed.
And do you have any feeling for where they might be, or would you possibly, if we go back to the prime material, since the aim of a Kodoban would be to reconstitute itself, would you not be drawn to the others?
They will attempt to reconstitute themselves at Saul's Rest, of course.
Why Saul's Rest?
Oh,
It's
that's
the center of
okay.
everything.
So glad that I had everyone evacuate.
yes.
They won't start
Yes.
there. They'll go wherever it is they're inclined to go. Most of them hailed from what you now know as Solanel. They will go to their homes, most likely.
I hate to sound crass or crude regarding this, but considering the extent of everything going on, if you die, will they recognize your death? Or if one of them dies, will you recognize them, since you're all kind of bound?
Will you feel it?
Not immediately, I don't think. As the time comes and we are drawn to the point of reconstitution, I imagine that bond will become stronger. But at the moment, no.
Can you identify for us where each of them made their homes? So that we at least know where they might be
I can.
initially headed for.
At least I believe I can. I'm going to pull up the map on the stream. Svalbard originally came from the words are tiny Torath Plains.
Do you have that up on stream, Adam, or on Roll20?
Because I don't currently, but I can. Give me a second. I didn't even think of that. Thank you, David.
Oh, yeah. I was just curious if we were supposed to be seeing it on
Nope.
there, because...
But give me a second, and I'll switch everybody over.
Okay.
All right. Should be able to see it on the thing. Give me a second to move things around so you can actually see it.
It would be really convenient if they all kind of, reconstituted sort of close enough that they don't all reassemble, but far enough away that they don't all reassemble, but close enough that we can get to them quickly. Can we make that happen?
So, Svalbard hailed from the Torath Plains.
Yay.
I thought I had these written down. Did I not have these written down? I thought I had these written down. Oh, I do have them written down. Yay, me! Ducato originally came from Saul's Rest. Carrick came from the Thrufells, as he was a dwarf. Isravela reigned from the frozen wood before my time. Warwick Wayne, where but Winterhold. And Charis. Likely as not, you will find her in Impriso Langat.
And where did you hail from?
He kind of smiles. I'm not from here. If I were drawn...
Understatement of the decade.
If I were drawn anywhere, I would say it would probably be where I was happiest, which was in the frozen wood.
Well, I have a very uncouth question to ask you then. Is there anything you wish to do first? Or should we eliminate your particular threat now?
I wish to rest.
We can give you that.
I wish I could give you more than knowledge.
So do I.
Knowledge is power.
Yeah, power is also a
I'd like to
good
do-
fighter.
I would like to do an insight check on the whole thing. I'd like to rest because we all go to sleep. He runs away.
I don't think that's the
He
rest he's
means
talking
to-
about.
He wants to
die.
Yeah.
He wants to
Oh,
die.
I was like, okay, I'm with you. I'm like, you want to take a nap? Yeah, I don't fucking buy it, dude.
Nah, he wants to die.
I mean, he may want to take a nap. He did get pretty badly hurt in that fight, but no, for sure he super wants to die.
He wants to take the forever nap.
He wants
Take
to
a
go to
dirt
the farm
nap.
with all the other Raven guys.
He wants
Right.
to go to the Raven farm.
He does.
The great Raven farm, the great murder in the sky.
Great murder in the sky.
Well, then I should ask you, Mr. Raven Man, how do you want to do this?
I love you, David.
Oh, that was good.
Bravo.
He kind of ponders for a second. He's like, I've never considered that question. He kind of glances in the direction of the obvious warrior types, Kira, Malin. And then he glances over at Bronto Katie. Is it weird that I kind of want the dinosaur to step on me?
I mean, that's not really what I expected, but it's your death, so...
Believe me when I tell you that it's appropriate.
Okay.
And I'll gesture to everyone that we should all back up.
That's a little kinky, but whatever, floats your boat.
Deer floats back.
For what it's worth, I hope your soul finds rest.
Oh, he kind of chuckles a little bit as he kind of hunkers down lower to the ground. My soul will be destroyed.
Are there any rights you'd like after you go?
No. Well, yes, one. Take me back to the prime material. Whatever's left of me. And when it's all done, bury me in the frozen wood.
I know just the spot.
Bronto, Katie, are you willing to step on him?
I mean, it's
This is really
weird, but I guess
But throw this out there. My son is right here too, so I'm just.
Okay. So many things to say that are not appropriate for a child.
That is why I pointed it out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say one thing, like stepping on a ketchup packet, and that's all I'm gonna say.
Oh no! No!
Hey, that was PC enough. I mean, it's.
Yeah, no, that's PC. Still gross.
I didn't need that visual, but thank you.
So yeah, I guess Katie will. She'll kind of try to do it with as much gravitas as possible.
How does one do this with gravitas?
You don't.
Gravity is happening either way. I'm just saying.
I mean, the gravity part of that, yeah.
Oh God.
You get lined up, I suppose. You kind of take a moment and kind of the quiet, I respect that this is your decision, and then kind of slowly up onto hind legs to kind of get the height, and then just kind of one swift motion downward.
Okay.
Well,
that
that
was
happened.
messed up.
The image that Brian evoked happens.
What?
Today ended
all
really
I can
weird.
think of is step on me, Dino Mommy.
That's 100% what I was thinking.
Stop
Actually.
it!
Damn
That
it!
is not.
My 12-year-old is in the room.
okay.
It's
Speaking of, what are you doing here?
Adam, whoosh.
It's not 30. Not 10.
All right, give me 1 second. I need to shoo him out the room. Schmoopsy, tell them about your stream.
Sure. So I stream as Seven Tail Fox. Tail is Tale, like the stories, because that's what I like to collect. We do a number of different kinds of games. Lately, we've been doing Tales of Arise because I absolutely love the stories of that series. We've done some Dead by Daylight. I'll occasionally be streaming some Sea of Thieves. This is not my normal model. This is my character for this particular game, Katie. Normally, I look a little bit different on my own stream, but we like to hang out, have a good time, share some stories, make some terrible jokes, commit some crimes against fashion, the usual sort of thing. So if you feel like stopping by and seeing what that channel's all about, feel free to come on by. We'd love to have you.
can confirm it is a good time. So if you have time to do it, you will not be disappointed.
It is a lot of fun.
It's a lot of fun.
Try to keep it fun and interesting. Try to do fun character voices for parts that aren't officially voice acted. And yeah.
I actually caught one of, I don't remember which game you were playing, but you were reading the dialogue that wasn't read aloud, and I genuinely thought it was part of the game. Like, I was sitting there.
So did I at first, yeah.
I was sitting there listening, and I'm like, man, that voice actor sounds a lot like Schmoopsy. But it was just different enough that I couldn't quite put it together that it wasn't you. So, yeah, no, that was the whole thing. It was like, oh, wait, no, I think that is Schmoopsy. What the hell?
Well, thank you.
So, no, well done.
Compliment.
Yes, it was
I appreciate it.
entertaining
I do
moment.
my best for those voices.
An entertaining moment when I was alone in my living room. So after you turn Raven into a paste,
I scrape off the bottom of my foot as respectfully as
with
possible.
gravitas.
No, make sure nobody's looking.
What just happened? I can't.
Things got really weird.
I missed something while I was switching to my earbuds, and I'm sad now.
That's okay.
I really,
He's scraping Raven off with gravitas. It's a thing.
Gotcha. Okay. Got
I
it.
really need a nap, guys. Can we, before we go searching for people, it's been a day. I know the world's ending and stuff, but I need a nap, guys.
Well, and we realize if we go, the sneaky one may already be in Saul's rest.
Probably is. All right, no naps. Damn it.
Well,
Well, no, all the more reason to take a nap.
yeah, I was
before
gonna
we leave
interject
tower.
and say no. I like you got the impression that you're gonna have a little time. It's more you don't want to go back to Saul's Rest and rest there.
No.
Right.
Like
But
this place is creepy, but quiet.
Well, wouldn't the tower be fine too, or is that? Oh, I suppose it was under attack last time.
You genuinely don't know. Nobody. Well, yeah, true. And things had gotten in, so you genuinely don't know if the tower would be okay.
Tam led us to the bridge, right?
Yep. And actually, you see at the far end of the bridge, there's the little pedestal with the tan crystal.
I mean, I'm
we could
okay,
find
maybe.
out if the tower is secure very easily at this point, couldn't we? With Tam there,
Possibly.
I think Adira is going to go over and say, "Oh, Tam,"
All right.
to the orb thing.
That's right. You don't need contact. You just have to be
Yeah.
on the side of the bridge. Yes.
Are there still intruders in Rowan Thane Tower?
There is not.
Okay.
Were you successful?
Say again. Sorry.
Were you successful?
Well, yeah. In delaying the inevitable, but we'll figure out other things.
That sounds ominous.
So it is. Would it be appropriate, would you say, if we were to come back to Rowan Thane Tower and rest there for a little bit?
I certainly don't see why it wouldn't be appropriate. You are mistress of the tower.
Would it be safe?
As far as I know.
All right. Wonderful. Have the bodies been cleaned up? That
Indeed.
ruins the whole mood.
Indeed, they have.
Wonderful. She turns around and says, "We're good to go. Back to Rowan Thane." We have beds there.
we
Just
do
saying.
have beds there.
You return one by one to Rowan Thane Tower. It is, mercifully, very quiet. The bodies have indeed been cleaned up. What do you do?
There's nothing like good help.
Quick question for you, Game Master. What
Yeah.
type of sword is odd?
Oh, I believe Odd was a long sword.
Okay.
Adira would rest an hour and then probably start researching like the most expedient, like the specific locations and stuff within like the tomes of the library or the Rowan Thane Tower's library to see if she can pinpoint even further based off of the historical documents in Rowan Thane Library
Okay.
where these various individuals would go.
Yes, also, Adira, I will point out that your bonus to will saves and your temporary hit points are now at this point all gone.
Yeah, I figured as such.
So I just wanted to make it explicit, just so there's no confusion. All right, so Adira, you're going to take your short rest, and then you're going to go do some research. How about the rest of you?
Kira will commune with Zaratsu before she goes to bed.
Okay. We'll get to that in a minute.
I'm going to. I think to get rid of my points of exhaustion, I think I have to do a long rest. Is that correct?
You do have to do a long rest.
Then I'm just going to do a long rest so I can get rid of that.
I do believe you only get rid of one per long rest, though, is the thing.
Great, I have 2, so no,
So, 1 is better than 2.
that's true.
And you'll be at full hit points. Oh, and your hit point max goes back to normal.
Good.
So, Leoben, is there anything you're gonna do?
Leoben is going to take Saul's dagger and attune it.
Okay.
And then Leoben's actually going to draw Odd and kind of like, "Hey, Odd, I know this has been kind of a crazy couple of months, and seems to only be getting crazier. And you've been a really good friend to me, and I was wondering if you would be okay if joining me in this next.
Like you're gonna fight with me?
Yeah. What do you say?
Hell yeah! I have waited all my life. I don't know what to call that. Anyway, existence in the sword for somebody to say that.
Well then, I don't know about you, but I think it's time we fuck some shit up.
I 100% agree. By the way, Tam has been teaching me some things. Brian, do you attempt to attune to odd?
Yeah. I will attempt to attune to odd. So I will no longer be attuned to the bracers of flying daggers.
Okay. You attune to odd. We'll get to that in a second. Katie, is there anything you want to do?
Katie is a lot more tapped than she's been in quite some time, so she's going to take a long rest as well.
Okay.
And since the hair clippies are now gone, she's going to attune to the Staff of Fire.
Sounds like a plan. All right. So we're going to... Well, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
And do we have a short rest? Or...
I believe y'all are taking a long rest.
Okay.
Except for Adira, but...
Except for Adira.
Yeah.
So basically you will take the time to attune and to take a long rest. So you're going to be resting for about 9-ish hours. So let's jump to...
And for what it's worth, I did roll for the charges for the helm. I got 2 back.
Okay. And you'd used all 3, correct?
Right. So it's still 1 charge down.
Gotcha. I'm not going to be a dick. Go ahead and take a long rest, all of you. Except for Adira, who specifically said that she was taking a short. Okay, let's go to names. Kira, you commune before you go to bed.
Yeah, I do.
That.
Hey, it's me. So that was some fucked up shit. I ended up buried the lead and didn't mention we'd have to fight the avatar of a Kodabon, but you know. Mysterious ways, I'm assuming. So questions. Now that Mordecai's chasuble is destroyed, yeah, he could still be destroyed, right? Like we can still take him out. Does he still need to be taken out? Did that kill him? I don't know how this works.
That was like 3 questions. You get kind of a pregnant pause as if, what are you asking?
Know what I'm asking? And Saul was supposed to be the one dealing with Mordecai and keeping him away from the stuff, which, I mean, okay. Does Mordecai still need to be taken out?
You hear, instead of the kind of low rumbling voice that you're used to hearing, you just hear Kai.
Mm-hmm.
Not Saul, Kai.
Yeah.
Yes, Mordecai will still need to be taken care of.
Cool. I guess that like it has to be a yes, otherwise that would just be stupid. So, cool. Is Mikado already in Saul's rest?
No. He is not.
I still hate the yes no thing for the record. I feel like that's cheap.
And
But,
do
you
get-
know.
I will say this. You do hear a, but he will be soon.
Is there anyone? Nope. You know, this is much easier when I can just talk to you. I had a question. Oh, they're stupid questions.
Do you want me to jump to Adira quick?
Then jump to Adira real quick. Let me
Okay.
figure out my last question.
So, Adira, I would like you, since you are doing some arcane research, or no, you're doing historical research. I would like you to do a history check. You have a library at your disposal, so you can roll your history check with advantage.
Thank God.
Yeah,
Okay.
all of that.
I got a 4 and a 17.
I would take the
So
17.
a 19 on 19 total.
Okay. So again, the stories of the six are pretty old and vague. Again, much like Tales of King Arthur, Tales of Robin Hood at this point, like they may reference actual places in the world, but like who knows how they've changed over the last umpteen eons. Svalbard, you surmise at the time the plains were a lot larger, and they were filled with kind of wandering bands of nomadic peoples. Not all orcs, but
Sure.
they were large, kind of like they were orcs, orcs and humans, and thus creating half orcs. It was not kind of like, it wasn't an Uruk-hai situation, like they weren't evil or anything like that. Like that wasn't their nature. They were just very nomadic, and that was how they kind of lived their lives. He was the stories all say that he was the chief of a particular like clan, who, according to the stories, united all of the clans and then attempted to take over Solonel. They were only unsuccessful due to the direct intervention of countervening gods to the ones that were giving him his power. Incidentally, not all of the stories say that the person that opposed him was Carrick Catalyst, but several of them do. So basically, he started on the far east. He made his way west. Carrick Catalyst, the dwarf from the Thrufell Mountains, his whole protection shtick was protecting against Svalbard, and he was defeated at the Thrufells. You honestly, as far as, and that kind of takes you down the rabbit hole of where Carrick and all of that. Basically, the main dwarven kingdom, kind of central in the Thrufell Mountains, was not founded by him, but he was king of many, many, many thousands of years ago. And that actually is, like, you find this out. That is actually historical fact, verifiable fact. It says in the history books, a dwarf by the name of Carrick Catalyst, who was a king, defended the mountain home of the dwarves many thousands of years ago. That you were able to find out unequivocally. So, just the dwarven capital.
So that wasn't that hard, but that is a good starting point. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
So there is that. Ducato is a little more elusive to kind of pin down. Where he was from is not really indicated. Where he was from originally is not really indicated. He did come to settle in Saul's Rest. And as you're kind of reading through some of the books, you realize that, like, you knew that Saul's Rest was at least 10,000 years old. But you're realizing it's actually a lot older than that.
Sure.
And so he came to settle in Saul's Rest, and actually kind of, it seems, it doesn't mention any names, but he found kind of he was a retired assassin, basically. He'd killed a whole bunch of people for pay, killed somebody that he felt badly enough about that he wanted out, settled in Saul's Rest, and found himself something of a mentor. Now, again, it doesn't say names, but you can pretty easily surmise it was Saul.
What, one of the many Sauls?
One of the many Sauls.
Yeah.
And he lived in Saul's Rest for a good long time. You also learn he was a half elf, but he was half drow. And he lived in Saul's Rest for a very long time, and then just one day disappeared, and nobody really knows what happened to him after that. There's no historical or any context or anything like that, and there are a bunch of kind of more fanciful stories, but you know, you're smart enough that you can kind of read between the flowery language and the lines that nobody really fucking knows, and a bunch of this is made up. Jumping to Isravela. Isravela was an elven queen who moved from the elven homeland to the frozen wood and basically ruled over, at the time, this is earlier than almost any of the rest of these stories date. At the time, there wasn't kind of the established areas like there is today. It was all pretty segmented. Think like Dark Ages. There wasn't a unified kingdom. There wasn't city states, kind of like there are right now. It was all pretty just sparsely populated and settled. She is largely credited for bringing civilization to this land, colonizing it. And yeah, she was not generally, the stories are not favorable of her. She was cruel, she was vicious, she was ruthless, but she was fucking brilliant. And an extremely powerful spellcaster on top of all of that. So, the Frozen Wood is where she reigned from. Supposedly there is a castle there, or there had been a castle there that she ruled from. Nothing after... Basically, no book that you find after Godfall has any mention or record of a castle on in the Frozen Wood. Warwick Wayne. Warwick Wayne started out as an acolyte of one of the many, at the time, gods of death. And by all writings and everything, was just a normal dude for a good portion of his life. The only difference is that he just didn't seem to die. He didn't age and die like he's listed as human for the most part. But while other humans, they got older and aged and eventually died, he didn't. He stayed roughly looking about his early 30s. And as he just got older and watched more people die, he became more and more obsessed with death. And over time, became so obsessed that he became a true devotee of death. Becoming a cleric and a bit of a mouthpiece for the various gods of death. Not just one god of death, all of the gods of death that existed in this time. He was eventually a bit of a dictator. but leading basically a necromantic army, attempted to rid the world of the plague of life. Again, it's not in every story, but he was eventually defeated. And in some of the stories, they just don't really say who was responsible. But in more than one, but probably less than 5, Raven Outstrider is credited as the leader of the opposing individuals who fought against him. He got his start in the region where Winterhold now stands. Winterhold was not there at the time, but he got his start as an acolyte in a city that stood there before Winterhold stood.
Immediately, I'm like, oh, we shouldn't have killed Raven, or had him kill himself.
Wah, wah. Charis, there is really nothing. There's stories of her, and there's tales of her basically just insanity. Totally destructive, loves to watch things burn. Isn't even burn, yes, but also melt, freeze, get caught on fire, or get caught on electrocuted. Words literally cut. She could say a few words and kill lesser people. And there really isn't any record of her ever being defeated. She was just gone. But she was a halfling. And the time and place that she kind of lived in was the area that is now in Pries was at that point still very much settled by the halfling people. And there you go.
So Adira, and she would tell this to everyone eventually, obviously, what she learned. But Adira, her immediate thought was to pit old rivalries against each other. Specifically the Dwarven King and the Orcish kind of like nomadic, tribal leader. So they duke it out against each other, and then we clean up the mess. That was her initial thought, at least for those. The whole Raven thing would have been another idea, but unfortunately that ship has sailed or has been squished beneath a Brontosaurus foot. And I don't think there were any direct 1v1 rivalries out there, unless I'm forgetting one.
Other ones, there wasn't any specific against the other individuals.
But the reason why I'm saying this now is because Adira would float that idea to individuals when they wake up.
Okay. Well, we'll get to that in a second. We're going to jump for Kira's last question. If Kira is indeed ready.
Kira's ready. Kira's last question would be, is Decado the first one we need to take care of? Should we take care of him first?
The response is kind of a... Actually, the response is, damn it, I can't... He will be the most convenient to take care of.
I mean, technically that's not what I asked.
Then my response is, I don't know.
Fine. Thank you. Good night. Crumple.
And you take your long rest?
I will take the long rest.
All right. Brian!
Yeah.
So the sword has a name. I haven't built it in here, D&D Beyond yet, but I will. But the sword has a name. It is Odd. A-U-D.
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 Okay.
The sword grants a +3 bonus to attack and damage rolls.
Oh my. Okay.
The sword, if wielded as part of an attack action, grants you an additional attack.
As a bonus, or as like a
Just
thing of speed, or
As
just
part of your attack action. As if you had the extra attack ability of a fighter. Let me know when you're done writing that down. I'll give you the next bit.
okay?
At the beginning of each turn, you can confer any or all of the bonus to attack and to damage. Instead of to attack, it can and damage, it can become part of your AC. And it could be 1, 2, or 3. You can divvy it up as you see fit.
Gotcha.
While you are attuned to this weapon, you cannot be disarmed.
Can't be disarmed with that weapon or of any weapon he's wielding.
With that weapon specifically.
Okay.
That's a fair question. Odd can also be thrown. You are treated as proficient with throwing her. So it'll be proficiency bonus plus dex. Plus whatever, your bonus for the weapon itself is. She has a range of 20 feet at short range and 60 feet at long range.
Okay.
You add your dex to damage when you throw her in this way.
Okay.
She will return to your hand at the end of your turn.
Okay.
So, also she can communicate in your head while she's in your hand. So if you throw her, you can't communicate to her. She now speaks Common as well as Dwarven, because Tam has been tutoring her. So you do not need to be attuned to her for her to talk to you. However, she'll be real selective about who she talks to unless you give very explicit, this is a friend of mine situation.
Gotcha.
So that is what you got.
Alrighty then.
So you all take a long rest. So here's my question. It is 10:16. I was going to wrap up about 10:30 or 11. I specifically do not have anything else really planned. We can keep going if there's anything you guys want to do, but otherwise this might be a good place to call it and pick it up next time.
I'm good with calling it if that's...
Yeah. Just so long as, like, what I just said of everything that I was thinking, I would transfer to them. We can hand wave that if everyone's cool with that, and I'm good with calling it too.
So.
Yeah.
All right. Well, the last thing I will say before we sign off is, hey, guess what? You get a level.
Yeah.
I could kiss you right now.
537 miles. But yes, y'all get a level. Congratulations. And when next we get together, you will decide whom you will be taking on first and how you're going to do it and all of that fun stuff. In the morning, you plan.
Dawn, we plan.
Yeah. So, thank you everybody who paid attention and tuned in. This was an interesting session. And I appreciate everybody being here. We will catch you next weekend, in point of fact. We will be back next Saturday. Next Saturday we will be back. I believe we're still in the evening that particular weekend. There is no Zaya next Sunday because people are out of town and doing things and
Nice bad.
scheduling and just whatever. So there's that. But yeah, thank you all for joining us, and we will see you in a week. Bye.
Good night.
Bye, everybody.